what is the aim when you try to treat somebody? What's the aim? And then one person would say, well, to balance. Then the other person would say, well, to make him happy, because this means if he's happy, he may have cancer, but he's not really sick because he's happy. So what would like an allopathic practitioner say? When are you healthy? Well, he would say when there are no pathogens in your body, no bad bacteria, no bad viruses. So then basically when we've vaccinated you against everything and give you antibiotics to the max, and it kills everything that's living inside you, then you're completely healthy. No? Because then you're, the flu of this year won't attack you. If you are sick, it's your responsibility because you were not vaccinated. You didn't take all the antibiotics that we could give you. So it's your responsibility. Now, if you go to an alternative practitioner and he says, what does he say? Well, it's also your responsibility because we believe in self-healing. So if you are sick, it's really your problem. You didn't make the right choices. You didn't want to get healthy. That's why you are not healthy. So the self-healing concept is also another concept where I say it's just nonsense. It's actually not only nonsense, it's very dangerous. But that's the common concept of today. If you want to get healthy, you can get healthy. So if you're not healthy, it's because you don't want to really get healthy. You don't want to be healthy. So that's another concept of health. People in the past said, reasons for the disease, Hippocrates said, impurities of the body. So he believed, and this was the father of many centuries of medicine, if you take out all the impurities from the body, you are healthy. There's of course a lot of truth to this, yes? If you detox, if you take all the impurities out of the body, then does it mean you're healthy? Yes, and some people they go as far as, well, I just don't eat anything and I live in total sterile environment, breathe through some air filters and everything, and then I'm healthy. No? Makes sense. But is this really health? But how much of this goes into our thinking? Yes, and then of course Ellen goes much further. You also have to detox not on a physical level, you have to detox also on an emotional level, on a mental level, on a spiritual level. But let's say we are detoxed on all levels, are we then healthy? Hippocrates would say that's what his idea was. So now Dr. Tennant is a good friend of mine. He invented the biomodulator, where you put some, like the scanner, all these devices where you put some frequencies on your body. And he's saying disease means there's a missing voltage. The acouscope people or frequency therapy people, they think if you just put enough power, energy, electricity in your body and charge up all your little batteries, all the little cells, then you're healthy. Yeah? Then you can eat everyday McDonald's food, you can live next to Chernobyl, no problem. You just need the right amount of energy. Then your immune system is so strong, don't worry, you can watch every day the news on TV, you can do all these things. It's a question of the right voltage. You all heard about this in one or the other form. Yeah? Then Reckewege, like a German, he said it's an imbalanced terrain in the cells. So if there's an imbalance, like a pH imbalance, for example, just one possible imbalance. But some people, they make this the whole philosophy. pH imbalance, that's the cause of all disease. Then Wilhelm Reich, he said it's a missing orgasm reflex. So what did he say? If you can't have good orgasms, then you're sick. But if you can, you're healthy. Electrodermal screening, what is this?
Electroacupuncture.
Yes, and what does it do? What's the idea behind it?
Electronic biokinesiology.
But that's an advanced idea. Everyone who sells you electrodermal screening or electroacupuncture, according to Voll, they say this is a physical measuring device that measures impedance changes in your meridians or acupuncture points. So if this is the liver point and you get one electrode here and the other electrode we tip here, we know how energetic is your liver point. If it's low, means there's a problem with your liver. Sometimes, yes, it gives good results, but sometimes it doesn't. And it's very much depending on you. Yeah? So then I saw kinesiology, same thing. Yes, some people they say, no, this is objective. Yeah? If there's some issue, you will find it. It doesn't depend on if you like it or not like it, or if your patient likes this procedure or not. It's an okay. These are all on the same level to me. Yes, they are something. But how do they work? Why do we have women in this world? I mean, it's a valid question. I mean, imagine how our life would be so much easier. See, this is a very difficult question, yeah? But it's important. So another question, why do we sleep? Why do we have to sleep? Did God make a mistake? Imagine, like, we sleep 1/3 of our life. There's many animals, they never sleep. So it's possible. Why did he make this mistake? Or why do we have 2 feet and not 3? I mean, 3 would be much more stable, no? Or 4, like even like a wheelchair. Have some wheels on the feet, 4 wheels. See, all these questions, they are really profound, fundamental, but we have no answer. And I tell you now, you have the answer after I reveal what's the answer to this. And you remember the other question I had: why do we get sick? What's the cause for disease? What's the possibility? How do you heal anyone? So all next questions, what are all those having to do with each other? And you see, now it comes a very simple answer, but I tell you, it took me 10 years to come up with this answer, and also it will take me at least 2 days to explain to you what are all the examples of this. Yes, it seems too simple, but that's with all really big inventions. So they're based on one thing, on the dynamic global equilibrium. So something has to be in our world that creates a dynamic between polarities. If we take out one polarity, of course we get more stability. But what happens? Eventually we will get sick, because sickness is a way to re-establish the polarity. See, you can ask, why do we have the moon? Why would have life on Earth not have been developed without the moon? Because the moon creates this constant dynamic global equilibrium. Like, because of the flood and then all the water in our cells is constantly affected more or less by the moon. It's constantly going through a change. The ultimate health for me is to be open to change.